In the recent decade, the number of opportunities to invest in domestic sustainable agriculture has increased considerably. Food consumption would surge in the medium term owing to Africa's rising income levels and strong population growth rate, offering new chances for agricultural investment in growth. Because Africa is the only continent that has yet to experience a green revolution, the pressure for Africa's food production to meet demand will necessitate massive investment to maintain food security. Small-scale farmers currently account for over 60% of Africa's population, with agriculture accounting for over 23% of the continent's gross domestic output. Despite this, much of Africa's agricultural potential has yet to be realized. Agriculture, according to experts, is a low-risk investment that keeps up with inflation and grows in value over time. There are many reasons why you should consider investing in agriculture in Africa, as this industry is set to create many dollar millionaires in the coming years. Welcome back to our channel. Our video today will present 10 reasons why investment opportunities in the agriculture sector in Africa will make more millionaires. Before we start with our list, make sure to like this video and also subscribe to our channel for more exciting topics about trends and business opportunities in Africa. So without further ado, here are 10 reasons why investment opportunities in agriculture in Africa will create more millionaires in the coming years. 1. Future African billionaires will be farmers. It seems far-fetched to think that 4 to 5 years after graduating from high school, one could achieve tenable financial goals through agriculture. After college, the ideal situation would be to have a white-collar career caring for sick patients or defending clients in court. Farming looks to be the last resort for those with no other options. Yet, the green revolution appears to have passed as the agricultural business has made significant progress. However, this once-ignored vocation is now a highly sustainable treasure trove. When asked where the next crop of African multimillionaires will emerge from, Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, president of the African Development Bank, stated unequivocally that the next generation of African billionaires will be farmers. According to Dr. Akinwumi Adesina, the food and agricultural sector will be worth $1 trillion by 2030. So if you're looking for a way to generate money, this is the place to be. 2. Projected increase in food demand for current trends. By 2050, the amount of food produced will only be adequate to feed half of the world's population based on present patterns. According to the United Nations, our world will grow by 2 billion people in the next 3 decades, necessitating a 70% increase in agricultural production. If oil, utilities, or water needed to grow by 70%, investors would flock to stocks and funds in those industries. Because this isn't happening in the sustainable agriculture industries, opportunistic investors can profit. These trends can be turned around, and Africa is a great place to start. Because of Africa's rising purchasing power and fast urbanization, food consumption is expected to skyrocket in the next years, presenting new agricultural growth potential. In a nutshell, people will always need to eat, and both animals and crops contribute to the world food supply. As the world's population grows, so does the demand for sustainable agriculture. Agriculture is a commodity that is mostly recession-proof because of the constant demand for food. This tendency gives a wonderful opportunity for investment in agriculture because the demand for food will always be needed in the future. 3. Big market for food processing and logistics industry. Farmers in numerous remote villages in Africa lose more than half of their product every year, according to a recent UN food report, not owing to a lack of care, but due to the poor status of their transportation infrastructure, which makes it impossible to go to market hubs. According to estimates, up to 50% of fruits and vegetables, 40% of roots and tubers, and 20% of cereals, legumes, and pulses cultivated in sub-Saharan Africa are lost before reaching a market. Africa will be able to feed itself with expert knowledge, skill, and innovation in the food preservation industry. The current situation presents a significant investment opportunity in the food processing industry, which can process the large number of harvests that are thrown away. There are also chances for transport and logistics companies to assist in the transfer of food from rural to urban areas. 4. Investment opportunities in agriculture technologies. The Netherlands has the 17th largest economy in the world. It has a population of 17.4 million people and a land area of 41,543 square kilometers, which is somewhat less than Rwanda's population. Despite this, it is the world's second greatest exporter of food. In the midst of all of this country is the world's second largest food provider. The Netherlands exported agricultural products worth about $92 billion in 2017, and they were able to accomplish so by focusing relentlessly on developing new technology that would allow them to achieve higher yields with fewer inputs. In the Netherlands, for example, several farms produce more than 20 tons of potatoes per acre, compared to the global average of 9 tons per acre. Between the years 2003 and 2014, modern manufacturing technology has resulted in a 28% increase in vegetable yields, a 6% reduction in energy use, and a 29% reduction in fertilizer usage. This shows that agricultural technology outperforms a significant reliance on the landmass. In most parts of Africa, agriculture currently lacks the necessary technologies, with most farmers performing their tasks by hand. Consider the advantages of investing in contemporary agricultural technologies and the significant benefits that will result, especially because this industry is mostly untapped. 5. Africa has the potential to feed the entire world. Africa contains 60 to 65% of uncultivated arable land and 10% of the world's renewable freshwater resources. Meanwhile, in the last 30 years, its agricultural output has climbed by 160%. The Democratic Republic of the Congo alone, according to some estimates, could feed 2 billion people. Food and agricultural products will be in ever-increasing demand as the world's population continues to expand, approaching 10 billion by 2050. Africa, like China, which dominates the global manufacturing industry, has the resources to feed the world for the foreseeable future. This is a compelling argument to consider investing in African agriculture, as all indications are that the sector has a bright future. 6. Africa remains the only continent yet to experience green revolution. During the Green Revolution, the yield of global agriculture rose dramatically as a result of recent advances in research technology. During this time, new chemical fertilizers, herbicides, and pesticides were manufactured. The Green Revolution is thought to have spared up to 1 billion people from starvation. Many African countries have focused heavily on natural resources such as oil, gold, and diamonds in recent decades, neglecting their agricultural potential at a time when many countries were expected to benefit from the Green Revolution. Africa must stage its own version of the Green Revolution if it wants to save its people from starvation. 7. Investment in agriculture can be more sustainable than the stock market. Investing in agriculture entails purchasing a physical plot of land. This property's worth is only going to rise. Agriculture, unlike equities and businesses, is often a long-term investment. Returns vary depending on a variety of factors, including the amount and rate of land depreciation, as well as the farm's location, current commodity prices, and other considerations. Returns on investment for commodity-based land range from 3 to 5%, whereas returns on investment for specialty crops range from 10 to 15%. Agriculture investments can be set up to be kept in the investor's family and passed down to future generations because they are long-term. Agriculture investments can appreciate eternally. 8. High demand for sustainable organic food. Consumers are increasingly seeking organic and fair trade items, such as coffee, chocolate, and quinoa, according to the nonprofit advocacy group Impact Assets. As a result, large firms such as Starbucks, Nestle, Green Mountain Coffee, and Cargill are turning to small-scale producers for their raw materials. According to the association, large worldwide raw food companies are expected to source 100% of their palm oil by 2015 and all of their coffee by 2025. These forms of business promises, according to Impact Assets, drive intermediaries and smallholders to meet demand for organic and fair trade products. Increased investment opportunities result from greater standards and stronger connections between buyers and growers. Africa has a significant potential to meet the world's demand for organic food as a result of this growth, as the continent's full agricultural potential has yet to be achieved. According to a recent study, Africa could produce up to 3 times more cereals and grains, or 20% more than the present global output of 2.6 billion tons of cereals and grains. Similar improvements in horticultural, crop, and livestock production could be seen if the continent's agricultural productivity improves. Agriculture is an appealing alternative for many investors because of the variety of ways to invest in it, as well as growing concerns about global food consumption. 9. Investment opportunities in agricultural digitalization. Digital technology has the potential to transform the food, agriculture, and fisheries systems in the future decades. Mobile platforms, data analytics, high-resolution satellite imaging, precision equipment, and artificial intelligence could all assist increase industry productivity, resourcefulness, and sustainability. While some of these technologies are now in use, others are still in the works. Significant public and private investment in digital infrastructure, as well as education and training, will be required. These areas provide tremendous investment potential in Africa, with high returns on investment while also improving the lives of millions of people. 10. Investment opportunities in agricultural education. Agriculture occupations include some of the largest sectors and long-term employment opportunities in the world, employing millions of people. With Africa's vast and undeveloped agricultural potential, the educational sector presents a major investment opportunity, as these sectors require an increasing number of qualified specialists. Agricultural engineer, scientist, agricultural manager, agronomist botanist, forester horticulture, data analytics, and a range of other vocations are among the most popular in the agriculture and forestry industries, as they help to preserve and safeguard the environment. In most African countries, investment in educational institutions, such as private universities or vocational schools, requires only a few practicing licensing partners and investors. The next hurdle is hiring lecturers with highly relevant and marketable skills demanded by corporations in the agriculture sector. Also, moving more and more towards digital education, investments in physical structures can be limited, as most courses can be carried out online. So there you have it. Those were our 10 reasons why investment opportunities in agriculture will create more millionaires in Africa. Do you know about other reasons which were not on our list? Share this information in our comment section. If you enjoyed this video and want more definitive information about trends and business opportunities, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our future videos